Alright, let's do another airplane. I know I said I wasn't sure I was going to do one, but I'm having so much fun with this book that I just did a airplane on an aerobatic airplane. So we just built that one, and hopefully you followed along in the last video. But let's do another airplane. Hold on, I got one marked here. Let's do a duration airplane, which I didn't know they were in this book. Hold on. Okay, let's do plane number 14. Can you guys see that one? It's similar to the one we just built, but the duration thing. I'll show you the instructions. Hopefully you can see that. Get it in the light there. Hopefully you can see that. Anyway, I'll walk you through it, and should be a really good build. So let's get started on that. Alright, I did leave some notes for you guys. If you can see here, I'll show it on this camera first. Hopefully you can see that. And right here, and then I'll insert a photo of this page. I did it in inches and in metric, so we can both follow along. So I'm going to use that for my notes. Set that off to the side, and let's start building this airplane. So first thing I did was I measured out some marks. We're going to need the center line. So I'm working with a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. 8.5 by 11. Normal weight paper, nothing fancy. So mark out the center line, and hopefully you can see what I got going on here. 4 1/4. And this is just a reference. I'm going to fold it on the center line, but this is just a reference when I start to fold things up. Alright, and now let's mark out the body. That's 3/4 of an inch off the center line on each side, or 19 millimeters. So let's do 3/4 of an inch on each side. And mark the bottom side. Again, just reference for when I fold this up. Alright, now we got to mark out the wingtips and the trim tabs. They're like baby ailerons, but I'm going to call them trim tabs. So let's get those out of the way. They are 2 inches. They're 1 inch wide, or what's 1 inch? 25 millimeters wide, and they are only 3/8 of an inch deep, which is what, 10 millimeters. So let's mark those first. So they start at 2 inches off the edge of the paper, and 1 inch wide. And since I'm here, the wingtips are 3/4 of an inch wide, so I'll mark that mark. Do the same on the other side. 2 inch. Alright, and then let's make the trim tabs the 10 millimeters wide, or 3/8 of an inch. 1, 2, 3. 3/8. This is just going to show me where to cut them. Well, cut to the depth. You don't cut these out. You just cut the edges out. About like that. There's a trim tab on that side. You got a wingtip on there. The only other thing that we have to mark out is from the edge where we just marked the trim tabs. We need 2.5 inches down, or 63 millimeters. So that's going to be one of our reference lines for folding. 2.5 inches, like that. Oops. 2.5 inches. Draw a straight line over there. Alright, so that's what we got. You can see that, and you've probably been watching me on the other camera. Alright, let's start folding. So center line first. Get the center line on there. Okay, there's our center line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the one corner and fold it up to that 2.5 inch mark that we drew. Okay. So fold that up like that. Okay, then we're going to take the bottom corner and fold that up to match the other corner. And hold everything in place. Crease right there, push that out. Okay, so we have that. You can see we have that shape. So all I did was very simple, right? Fold up that side, fold up that side, and there we have it. Okay, now this is where it gets a little difficult, or challenging. I don't want to say difficult, but a little challenging. So let's follow along here. I'm going to open this back up. Okay, open it back up. Now take the bottom edge and fold it up to that pencil line we drew at, or we marked at the 2.5 inch mark. I'm going to fight you a little bit with the creases, but just get it up in there. And hold that in like that. Okay. So we have all these folds. So I'm going to show you on this camera. So all I did was unfold it and just bring that up like that and fold it right to that line. Boop. Okay. Now the hard part. Challenging. I'm going to flip it over and recrease that line I just made. Okay, so carefully, don't lose your guide. Just carefully recrease it. Okay. That's going to help you fold everything in place like that. So we want to bring in this little point right here. So you're going to bring that side in. Can you kind of see what I'm doing? Hopefully you can see. And bring this other side in. Yeah, so it forms that little triangle. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I just did. I'll show you here, right? So I just drop those in like that, and you're going to have this little thing sticking out. Okay, so we got that. So you got this little thing sticking up in the air. Now, push the middle. Watch this. Push that middle down. All right. There we go. There it goes. So push the middle down. Look at that. And now you're folding up the proper shape. That's it. It's the hardest part of this whole build. I'll show you on the other camera so you can kind of see that, right? So see how that, you see right here, see how I made like a little pocket, like that? Okay, that's what it should look like. Alright, we're moving now. I'm just going to readjust my center line. It got off a little bit. No big deal, just moved it over. Okay, now we're going to fold the tip up. Fold the nose up. Okay, so we're going to go right to that point. Nope, I think I messed that up. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, we don't fold, not yet. Never mind. Let's back it up. I got ahead of myself. Okay, stop. Like right there, right? Don't fold the nose yet. Sorry about that, guys. Don't fold the nose. Take the outer edges first. I knew I got ahead of myself. I was like, wait a second. All right. So you want to bring in the sides, but don't go all the way to the middle. Leave, I don't know, 1/4 inch, which is, what, 6 millimeter? be around there. So like that. Do the same on the other side. Bring it in about a 1/4 inch away from the center. And like that. Okay. You see that? Right? I'll show you on this camera. All I do is see those ends right there. Hold those corners in. Don't come into the middle. Keep it about a 1/4 inch away. 6mm. Okay. Now we fold the nose up. Take the nose and fold it right up to that other fold line. I'll show you here in a second. Kind of see what I did here. Now that looks better, right? Got ahead of myself. So can you see that? Just fold the nose up. That's it. Okay, we're almost done. Now we fold it in half. Okay, it's going to get a little tight. There's a lot of paper on the front, but it actually creates an airfoil. So fold that now. We have to fold the wings. So all I did here, I'll show you. Take the airplane. Fold it in half. Okay. Now we got to fold the wings on that line right there. You can extend it if you want. Want to help? If it helps you, just line up that mark, just so you know where you're going. Throw another pencil mark on there, like that. Okay. So there it is. So let's. So I found the easiest way to do this is probably making it harder than it is. I actually flip it over and fold the wing till I see that line. Okay. Okay, so it looks kind of messy, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Do the same on the other side. Fold that wing over. If you have a better way to do it, you might get, honestly, you probably do have a better way, but this is all I could think of. Okay, so now it's upside down. So I'm going to just write it up, right side up. And I'm going to show you on this camera. So all I did was flipped it over, right? And then folded the wings towards the bottom. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so there it is. I just got to readjust a little bit. One wing line's off. Move it. Okay. You can see we're getting there. Alright, so when you throw it, you do actually hold, see right there, you hold the main body, but when you let go of it, when it flies, see how the wings are kind of drooped right there? You want them level. You want them level, so spin them up a little bit, so when you do let off, there we go. So when it's flying, can you see that? Pretty level. Alright, so that's it. We gotta fold up the wingtips. Again, if you want to do a reference mark, it was 3/4 inches off the edge or 19mm. So I'll throw another reference mark here so I get it pretty straight. There. Do on this side. That. These are pretty easy. Just fold the wingtips up. Fold the wingtip up. And that's it. We are ready to go. And that's the end of it. Looks like my camera just died. Yep, okay. No worries, still going on this one, but that's alright. So there it is. We just got to cut in the trim tabs. So I'm going to do that. 'Cause, uh, right here. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut in the trim tabs. So I'm going to do that right here. 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 So I'm going to do that right here since I lost my overhead camera, I'm just going to show you on this one. Can you kind of see? They're right here. Remember we marked those in? Can you see? Just going to just nip the edge. Okay, we don't want to cut them out. Just snip the edges. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. So now you can trim it. If you can see, you can just fold them up if you need, or fold them down. So the book actually says that creates a little, or it needs a little up trim. So elevator up. I'm actually going to do a little bit of down. I found mine flew better with a little bit of down trim onto it. So you can give a little down, and that's it. When you fly this, if it leans left or right, so if it banks to the left, raise that wing up. So whatever side it banks to, raise that wing up, and it should straighten it out. It should carry it over to level flight, and that's it. So this is an endurance airplane as opposed to the acrobatic airplane that we made in the first video I did. So I said I wasn't sure I was going to do more, but these are so much fun that I'm having a blast building these, and I hope you like flying them. They're really cool. And again, as I talk to you and kind of adjust it, but that's it. A little bit better to fly. So I'm going to step back a little bit. And, oh, that's stalled. But anyway, need a little more. So if it stalls, that one just stalled. Give it some down elevator, or trim the tabs down to push that nose down. Bring the tail up, push the nose down. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it and had a lot of fun. Again, the Great International Paper Airplane Book. Seems to be one of my favorites lately. There's 20 plans in here. I might do another video on one more. I don't know. I'll show you real quick if I can get to it. Maybe. I gotta see. There's a lot of gluing and a lot of cutout parts. If I can get to it. Right here. Okay. Plane number 8. That one. Isn't that cool? That might be next. Let me see. But I'll give you a preview. I'm gonna have to figure out how to draw it up and diagram it. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, but I'm curious to see how it flies. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time doing this. These are fun. Build videos are great. Who knows? Maybe I'll get into some other stuff. Balsa wood models. I don't know. I'm not really a big balsa wood builder. Don't have the patience for it, but I'm learning. So anyway, I'm Bill Riccio, and happy flying.